Hello everyone, welcome to part 5. This is the final part and it's the Auton part. In this video, we're just going over Auton and how to use the definitions that we made in the last video. You're probably wondering, why am I not starting on the RobotMesh page? And instead I'm starting on a field diagram that I found on Google. Well, because you have to plan your Autons. Plain and simple. You always should plan your Auton. Now, probably the best plan if you have one of this year's combine bots is taking your preload, putting it there, grabbing that ball, putting it there. That's the simple way of doing it, and it'll work. If you can make it work, it works, and it's really good because that's 2 balls. And then if your teammate can just do this ball, well, you have this row and this row. You have a confirm this row, and you might get this row also, this top row, if your teammate or if your opponent does not put a ball there. If they do, wow, you still have your home row, which is also a win point this year because you can now get win points for Auton. Now let's go to RobotMesh, and where to go. So to get things started, you're going to want to go forward. I'm not actually going to make an actual code because that takes time, and I don't have a robot in front of me. So I'm just going to put in a bunch of stuff. But let's say it was supposed to go, actually you could also change these variables. I kind of forgot to say that you probably shouldn't put them as degrees if you're making a go forward distance value of inches, but that's beside the point. So you can make it go forward. Let's say it needs to go forward 5 inches at 60 speed because you don't want your robot going all over the place, and then combine up to score your preload. By the way, these values probably will not work. I'm just using values that I have off the top of my head and that I just think of. And then we'll go forward or backward 8 inches at 100% speed. We'll turn left 90 degrees at 80 or 75 speed. We'll drive forward at 80, nope, not 80 inches, 30 at 80 speed. One intake. Another thing you can do with the intake function, that's probably also a good idea, is have your intake function not stop, but have an intake stop function. That's also a good idea. It might work better, especially if you don't. Oh, Windows error noise. Oh, it'll work better if you don't have if you want to drive forward while intaking, you have to do it that way. But yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that. And then you could just have it go drive forward the final few inches. The final 2 inches? Let's go 3 inches at 50 speed, and then combine up for 100 at 100. Now, yeah, this code probably will not work, and then drive backward. This code, I guarantee you, will not do anything. Don't copy it. It's a bunch of garbage that I spewed on the code, just to give you an example. But the main point of this video was you started out with your field element or with your field diagram. You mapped out what you want your Auton to do. This also works if you're using the skills, which is right here. The skills field. This is one of the few years where the skills field looks genuinely different. That's a really low-res photo, but you would want to plan this out well too, because, well, actually, no, they changed it, but it doesn't look normal. This still isn't the right one, but you get what I'm trying to say, is that you're going to want to plan everything out. This is the skills field. Don't mind the fact that this is a thumbnail for a very, very fast run. But that's another thing, is this year they added this, that it's timed. And if you get a max score, they'll stop it right when you finish. So that's another thing, is speed this year is everything. And you can be faster if you program your robot to be as efficient as possible. So once you figure this out, you might figure out, oh, I can drive a little faster. I can drive 70, and here I can drive 85. Here I can drive 65. So I was barely moving there. But then you might also see that, oh wow, this forward or this backward right here, I pulled the ball right out. Oops, should only go 40. I don't know, but you're going to want to do all these testing things. Make sure that you're moving at the fastest possible, but don't move too fast, because if this is 100, oh wow, I just slammed my robot into the bottom ball, now I'm stuck. Oops. Now that bottom ball doesn't count because I'm touching it. So it's mainly just planning your Auton out, and if something doesn't work, fix it. And then to run if you want to test your Autons, well, hit download. I don't have my robot connected because I'm sitting in my room. Download it to your robot and hit the timed run button on your controller. Normally you just hit the normal run if you wanted to test your drive code, but since you want to test your Auton, hit the timed run button. That'll start a 15-second countdown. Well, it'll give you a 3-second countdown and then it'll do a 15-second Auton run, which just so happens to be the length of Auton in competition. And then you can also see if your Auton's too long, because you might have played it really safe and had everything go super slow. Like this is going 50, this is going 40, this is also going 50, this is going like 30. You might have been playing it really safe. But then you find out, oh wow, that Auton wasn't even close. I only got to here. This line, I wasn't even able to score that second ball. Well, you might want to go, okay, then I'll bump all these speeds up, 40, yeah. And once you figure that out, you'll be in a lot better shape. Now, like if you want to look at my code, this is a special thing. This is my code for this year. It's not at all complete, and it's very low quality, right? But like, I have all of these. So these are because I'm lazy. So instead of typing out forward, I just type out the word. Instead of typing out like VEX direction, I type forward. I type out the word forward. Instead of typing out VEX direction, I type out reverse. I type out reverse. Same thing with percent units, velocity units, left turn, right turn, inches, degrees, brake types, all 4 or 3 of the brake types. And then, yeah. So yeah, that's all for this video. I'm going to cut it here. This is the end of this series. So next, I'm going to make another series. It's going to be a little more intermediate, and it'll get into sensor usage besides just like the basic inertial that we had in using the drivetrain function. It'll be a little more advanced. It won't be like super advanced like you're using math or crazy math, I should say, but it'll be a little more advanced. And it'll also have a few videos that people request. So actually, if you want a video made, like about a specific topic, put it down below, because I actually might make series 2 using sensors in general. So, yeah. I've been Andrew. You've been you. See you later.